So hi, Brene Royal again, Monte Rosso Vineyard Manager. I am standing in block E51, otherwise known as La Vertical, and some of the names here at Monte Rosso that you'll hear me say are a little bit arbitrary, but La Vertical just references the direction of the block. But I'm here in this block because we are going to talk about vine training today. And this block was replanted last year on April 1st, so about 10 months old as of today. They were planted as dormants and they've done really, really well. You can see all the growth that was able to be accumulated within about 6 to 7 months of the growing season last year. So in its second year now, we will be trying not to be greedy and conserving our energy to about 6 to 8 buds on this bilateral cordon to really maximize lateral growth so that when we look for fruit in 2021, things are established, vine health is set up, and structure is set up, and we can actually sustain a crop. So as I mentioned, this block will be trained as a VSP bilateral cordon. You'll see when we did our last passive vine training, we left 3 different canes that are growing, and that third one is effectively insurance, whether that be one of these getting broken off or a tractor coming through or any other reason why these 2 primary ones didn't make it. We had a third that wasn't super low below that could actually be used as well. Now we know we don't need it, so we could remove it. And then this is about as far as we would want it in its 3rd year. However, in its 2nd year, I'd want to take that back about halfway. And we won't actually tie these. We're going to let these go. These vines are apically dominant, so that last bud is going to take off, and that's what we're going to lay down in the next year. And then these are going to grow and be spur positions in the next year. So I am not going to touch this. If I was to tie it down, more than likely these last 2 buds on either side would be the only things to take off, and they'd be super strong and would be referred to as what we'd call like bull canes, and then I'd have blind bud throughout this. So it's really, really important to conserve the number of buds that you leave on these so that you're getting maximum lateral growth and you're getting growth to fill in the rest of the wire. Other things that didn't do as well is maybe something that made it up the rebar but didn't have any lateral push. Totally fine. There are buds up and down this, so in a couple months we'll come through and shoot thin all of these additional buds off, probably leave 3 again for insurance, and then in year 3 it will more than likely be trained back to that. So it'll be a little bit more behind some of the vines that did a little bit better, but not super far off. And across this block it'll be a mixture of taking things down to the top of the cordon wire and then things that can actually have something laid out and with the ability to grow in the next year and sustain some fruit. So that is a tidbit on young vine pruning, and that's kind of going to be our approach in E51. Thanks.